school night. Grade 11 only started a few weeks ago, and things are going just as planned. You have gotten straight A's thus far on all of your assignments, as well as your ballet instructor has been paying extra close attention to you with the Nutcracker auditions quickly approaching. You are just finishing up dinner with your parents for the evening. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go to bed?
Probably review my homework and review some of my ballet to make sure that I'm up to snuff.
Awesome. You can certainly do that. You check over your homework. You're looking at all the different math equations. You're looking at your history, checking everything out. You seem... Actually, roll me an intelligence check.
Sure thing. And that's a 15.
15, yeah. You know what you're doing. You're not too worried about it. You just quickly revise it. You know what's going on. You should be good. If there's ever a pop quiz, you feel confident. As well as you kind of check out some of your ballet moves. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you go to bed?
No, I think that's it.
So you kind of get into your PJs, you brush your teeth, all that jazz, and you climb into bed. You close your eyes and begin to feel the pressure wound tight in your body relax as you begin to sleep and dream. You find yourself in a forest. The canopy of the leaves cover your view of the sky, but it is pitch black as night consumes your surroundings. Could I get you to please roll me a perception check?
Sure. Oh. That's gonna be a 6.
A 6. Wonderful.
Starting off strong.
Woo! Hey, some people rolled really bad. It's okay. So you're kind of looking around, and do you have dark vision?
I do.
Awesome. So you're kind of looking around. The forest is pretty quiet, and you don't hear as something behind you approaches you and gives you a little tap on the back.
Ah! Who are you? And I'm gonna spin around.
You spin around, and you find this creature that's about the same size as you, just a bit shorter. And it looks kind of humanoid, but it's made out of a tree. It's not that it has branches for arms or stumps for legs, but its entire being is like a tree. Like, it's got the same kind of arms and legs, but it's just, as I say, tree. The difference, though, is that where you see the face, it's got this hollow opening where you see two little glowing orbs that kind of seem like eyes.
Okay. Hello?
It kind of sees you, and it kind of tilts its head a little bit as it looks at you, and you say those words. It says in a language that's not common, but you do recognize it, and it says, hello?
Hello? Who are you?
Are you saying this in common still?
If I recognize the language, do I know if I can speak back to it in its language?
You do happen to know this language. It is Sylvan.
I was guessing. I'll respond in Sylvan then.
It just kind of, as you respond in its language, it kind of gets a bit more excited, and it kind of begins to jump up and down a little bit. And it begins to chant, follow, follow, follow. And then heads off into a direction.
Okay. I am gonna follow it.
This little tree person leads you further into the forest to a horror scene. You see that monsters of nature's visage are just destroying everything in this ecosystem. There are creatures that cross between a beetle and a gorilla, a turtle and an armadillo. The vines and moss form to create this crawling goo with sharp, thorny teeth, and the trees have sinister smiles. There are humanoids made out of vine, twig, and needle. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kind of like stop and take a bit of a step back, and I'm gonna look at this little tree child and ask in Sylvan, what is this?
It kind of turns to you, and it looks a little confused. and it kind of says, "Fight?"
You want me to fight them?
Yes.
Are you gonna help me?
You see that it kind of turns its arm into a bit of a shield, and it kind of picks up a stick off the ground. I try.
No, okay. Okay. I'll try to fight them for you. This is just a dream. It's okay. It's totally fine. So you said that I saw a armadillo turtle, a gorilla beetle.
Vines and moss that have turned into this crawling goo with thorny teeth.
Okay.
Trees with sinister smiles. Humanoids made out of vine twig and needle and tree.
You seem you seem way too excited about this. Oh man. I guess I'll look at them then, and I'll how far away are they?
They're not too far away. They haven't seemed to have noticed you yet.
Right.
That could change.
Yes. Okay. Oh man, sorry. I think I want to try and cast Entangle on either the...
I'm gonna just pause you there.
Okay.
You, just to remind you, you are in grade 11.
No! Right. Oh no, so I don't have any spells. And
Nope.
I'm guessing that since it's a dream, I might not necessarily have weapons either.
You're in your PJs.
Yeah. Okie dokie. If this is a dream, then I am going to move backwards, hide behind a tree, and try to imagine myself in armor.
Do you close your eyes as you do this? Like, what does this look like? What does Annabelle imagining herself in armor look like?
Probably some type of historical, medieval kind of like leather breastplate or metal, and like maybe a sword.
All right, but what is you imagining this look like?
Oh, I am like, my shoulders are crunched in, my hands are in front of each other. I'm like kind of like, it's just a dream. I can control dreams. I can dream up something to get rid of these things.
Do you close your eyes as you do
Yes,
this?
I'm like scrunching my eyes closed and trying to focus as hard as possible to manifest these items.
You're super tensed up. You got your eyes closed. You're picturing this. And when you open your eyes, you see your little tree friend doing the exact same thing as you are. And you don't appear to be wearing any armor.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna walk out into where these things are, and I'm going to look at them and yell at them. You're not real. I can make you go away. This is a dream. And this little tree person asked me to fight you, so you know what? I am going to banish you. You are banished from my dreams.
All of these creatures slowly turn and look at you. And you see them, some are a bit slower, some are a bit faster, but they all begin to make their way towards you.
I'm not the type of person to run away, though. I'm not gonna turn. I'm gonna stand there and start yelling at them louder. You're not real. You're just a dream. You're not real. I can make you go away whenever I want to, and you need to go away.
You see your little tree person kind of like fist pumping up and down as you do this, kind of cheering you on. But all these creatures begin to pick up pace and get closer and closer to you.
Oh, okay.
And as this happens, roll me a perception check.
Oh man, what I'm the best at. Let's see. That is a 9.
A 9. You are very focused on these creatures in front of you. But all of a sudden from behind you, these humanoids with pine green skin and this sort of scaly bark hair and armor made out of leather and tree just begin to run past you, just like a whole army of them as they charge towards these monsters.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, this is seeming less and less dreamlike as it goes along. I'm gonna pick up a rock and a stick, and I'm just gonna keep yelling at them, and I'm actually gonna try and throw the rock at one of the monsters. Or things.
Yeah, roll me an improvised weapon attack.
Yeah, okay. Cool. That's a 17. No modifier, right? Since it's improvised?
I do believe that you don't get a bonus because it's improvised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're kind of chanting this. All of these sort of green soldiers are running past you, going and attacking this thing. And you throw a rock and you hit one of these turtle armadillo creatures right in sort of the nose. Oh. And it's just kind of like,
okay.
It's sort of becoming chaos out here. And the more as these two groups collide, your vision begins to grow kind of dark. There's just so much going on here. It's hard to focus. And all of a sudden, all of these creatures sort of dissipate. And you find yourself in a living room. There are eyes and mouths on ichor walls. This room is literally alive. There's a basin in the center of the room with a horrifying creature standing over it. Its form shifts and it can't seem to stay still. At one moment, it has the face of a shark, and the next, it has an arm where the shark head was. Ears, tentacle, insect's legs. This thing just continues to shift. It begins to speak into the basin standing over it. Would you care to approach?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna be like tiptoeing on the floor though. Like I am trying to touch the least amount of things in this room.
Yeah, roll me, I'll say this is are you being careful about where you're stepping, or are you being stealthy about where you're stepping?
Probably stealthy. After what happened, I'm not so sure about what I ate today.
Yeah. Roll me a stealth check.
That's 10.
10! Fantastic! So you kind of begin to walk over to where this morphing creature is, and you hear what it's saying into the basin.
Okay.
I acknowledge that you are much more clever than I am, sister. But even I can worry that your plan seems a bit too much. And you hear a female voice come out of the basin. All good things come to those who wait, brother. I want to see the world crumble beneath my feet, or tentacle, or whatever is beneath me. I seek this power too. You trusted me to get us out of that box, did you not? I did indeed. Then be patient, brother. I am gathering allies and will allow us to rule. Just wait. I trust you. Good luck, sister. To you as well, brother. And you kind of see this water in the basin becomes very, very murky. And the creature kind of stands upright and is kind of... It almost looks like it's thinking. If you could understand what this creature looks like if it was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at it and go, what are you?
It begins to walk away from you.
To walk away from me?
Yeah, it just kind of looks like it was doing its thinking and then turned away and started walking away.
Okay. I'll run up to it and I'll be like, hey, I'm talking to you.
It continues to walk away. Could you roll me an insight check, please?
Sure. 17.
With a 17, you can realize that this creature is not ignoring you, but it just doesn't know that you're there.
Okay. Where's it headed?
It's headed towards a door.
I'm gonna follow.
Or what is a door? It's about a mouth. It looks like a mouth door.
Okay. I'm gonna follow it then.
You begin to follow it, and as it heads out the door and you follow it out the door, again, your vision shifts and you stand in a dark room. All of a sudden, a red neon light illuminates over 5 dark figures.
Here we go again. Hello?
Are you approaching these figures?
Yes.
How close are you getting?
Probably about 40 feet away from them.
All right. It's kind of this like looming silhouette of black figures in this red neon light.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular you're doing as you approach these figures?
I'm gonna yell out, hello, who are you?
This chorus of voices just begins to speak all at once. The council. And as they finish speaking, this neon pink light appears. And there's another figure, but it kneels in prayer.
And who's that?
The servant. A neon orange light appears. The dark figure in it floats in the center of the light.
And that one?
The sacrifice.
Okay. You guys do know we're, like, not really in the sacrifice age anymore. Like, okay, this is my dream. Why am I dreaming about someone that's a sacrifice?
5 different colored neon lights illuminate on the floor around you. Yellow, green, cyan, blue, and purple. A figure stands underneath each. You stand underneath the yellow light.
Okay. Okay, so I have a light over my head. What does that mean?
The voices speak. The champions.
I mean, okay. I know I really am proud of myself, but I feel like this is a little far for me to be calling myself a champion in my own dream. Okay. So, if I'm the champion, what's my job?
You're met with silence.
Okay. What does the green light do?
Are you talking about the, like, out of the 5 lights that just appeared, the green one?
Yeah, the green.
It just illuminates, kind of underneath this dark silhouette figure, and the voices speak again. The champions.
Okay. Okay, so we're champions, but what are we championing against?
Again, you're met with silence. Are you just standing still throughout this?
I'll probably be like waving my hands around while I talk and stuff, but I'm still standing in the light. I'm not gonna be moving too much.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh man. Not rolling well. That's a 12.
A 12 is enough to notice that as you're kind of, shifting around, waving your arms, you notice the light follows you.
Okay. I'm gonna start running in circles, like just like running as fast as I can, trying to avoid the light to see if the light's gonna follow me.
The light stays with you the entire time.
Okay. Cool. Can I try and like run towards one of the red lights?
Are you...
Like,
how close are you getting to the red light that has the 5 figures underneath?
Maybe like 10 feet away from them.
All right, you stand 10 feet in front of the red light figures.
So, if you're the council, how did you become the council? Is it kind of like a PTA thing where like you sign up? Like, what's your job?
The voices speak. The council.
Right. Okay, cool. Should not have eaten that leftover jambalaya. Okay. So if you're the council, and it seems like you know a lot of stuff, then there was this, like, tree child that brought me to this clearing in the woods kind of thing, and there was, like, monsters, like this armadillo turtle thing, and I hit it with a rock. What was that?
You're met with silence. Sort of one by one, all these lights begin to go out. The council, the red light disappears. The servant, the pink light disappears. The sacrifice, the orange light disappears. And all of the lights around you, including your yellow one, all go out.
No, wait, I had questions.
Once again, your dream changes, and when it does, you also find that the tone changes as well. You find yourself at a lake in a forest similar to that of Thetis. There is a woman with a crown of red coral, wearing a white silk robe with gold trim. She sits on a rock by the water.
Okay. Hello? Excuse me, madam?
She sort of turns and she looks at you. Hello, Annabelle?
Okay. I was starting to get used to the whole my dream is changing and there's weird people, but this is the first time I've talked to someone that knows my name. Why do you know my name?
I know a many of things. That's just one of them.
Okay. Can I know your name?
In time, you will. You'll get to know me more.
Okay. Is there a reason that... Am I supposed to talk to you for some reason?
I would assume so. I'm not fully aware of this space that we're in.
Yeah, like, I went to bed, and then I started seeing tree people and turtle armadillos, and then a weird head shark dude, and then somebody called the council who was, like, would only answer some questions I asked. And they had this whole thing about sacrifices, and I don't know about you, but last time I checked, sacrifices are not something we do anymore. Like, this doesn't feel like one of my normal dreams, and I don't know, like, I knew that jambalaya was old, but I thought it would be fine, like, just one more day, you know, like, you can make food last, and I don't like to waste, but, man, I'm really regretting it now.
She seems concerned by a lot of what you said. She very visibly got concerned when you started talking about the monsters and the council, and also a bit concerned by your jambalaya. She kind of, as you say that, looks to the ground and, I see, it's coming.
Sorry, what's coming?
That I don't think I should answer yet.
Oh.
It's best not to meddle in the balance of things before things have even begun.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now, see, this follows the same thing. There was, like, this weird light that was on me, and they were talking about how I was a champion. Are you like, a lady of the lake or something? Are you gonna be, like, showing up in more dreams to guide me to somehow champion my jambalaya nightmares?
Unfortunately, I don't believe you're my champion. I don't think I'll be I'm certainly not the lady of the lake. But if you seek me out again, I will do my best to aid you, Annabelle.
Okay. So, if I'm not your champion, that implies that I'm somebody else's champion. It's not that weird council, right?
I cannot say. I don't want to meddle in things.
Right.
If there's a chance, I shouldn't say any more.
Okay. Well, nice meeting you, stranger who will not tell me their name or anything about what's going on. And it's kind of really scary that you know my name. But, nice to meet you. Good talk. Good talk.
Annabelle?
Yes?
I need you to find whether it's bravery or kindness, but find something somewhere inside yourself and save me. And you wake up.
Okay. I am gonna get up, get out of bed. I am going to slowly wander downstairs in this hazy, like, kind of mind state, and I'm going to pour myself a big glass of water. And then I'm gonna decide that water isn't gonna cut it. And is there anywhere that, like, we have pop in the house? Like, does my mom keep pop in the house for special occasions?
You probably have one of those, like, fridges in your garage, you know, like those people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, have to keep them cold.
But in the garage for some reason.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to sneak out to the garage because I'm gonna be like, know what? That was weird. Water is just not gonna cut it. I'm gonna go for the pop, the hard stuff.
Roll me a stealth check.
Sure. Oh, that is a 4.
Just a quick question for you. Does Nim live at your house, or are they just there for the day?
I think he would probably be living.
Okay. So as you're sneaking out, like, there's a lot on your mind right now. There's a lot to take in. And you kind of stumble out to the garage, you open up the fridge, you grab yourself a pop, and as you close it, Nim is standing there, just kind of arms crossed, like, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, it's just you.
Yeah, it's just me.
I'm gonna pop the soda. I'm gonna take like 2 big chugs of it, and I'm gonna go, how old was that jambalaya I had this afternoon?
Annabelle, it is 3 in the morning. Why are you drinking that?
Because this is I don't know. I don't actually know why I came in here totally. I think the jambalaya went bad. I had some really weird dreams, and I woke up and I don't know. There's a lot on my mind. There's like little tree people and armadillo turtles. Like is that even a thing? Like, how do you get armadillo turtles? And then it's like there's lights, and there's talk about like champions and sacrifices and like weird people that know my name. Like I think I have food poisoning.
All right. So I'm just gonna, and Nim kind of reaches out to take the pop from your hand.
I won't fight him.
He kind of takes it, and he just let's get you back inside. How about we try that first?
Okay.
And he kind of opens up the door leading back into the house.
I'll follow him. I don't like.
He brings you to the kitchen and kind of pulls out all the medicine stuff. Like, he pops in the washroom, grabs a thermometer and all that. He's kind of testing you, and it's like, to be perfectly honest, you seem pretty fine to me. Physically, are you stressed? Are you stressed, Annabelle?
I mean, like, there's the Nutcracker coming up, and I know my mom really wants me to get, like, one of the big parts, and, like, it's always such a big deal, and the teachers all, like, you know, like, I can tell she's kind of like, oh, Annabelle might be a good fit, so, like, I'm really trying to get Clara, like, that part, and, like, I don't know, like, there's the assignments that are coming up, and I have this history thing, and it was talking about medieval stuff, so, and, like, the island, so, like, maybe that's where I'm getting weird dreams, and, like, maybe I'm just stressed. Maybe you're right.
He takes out a mug, and he pours some milk in it and pops it in the microwave. I'm gonna give you the milk, I'm gonna send you back to bed, and I want you to take as many deep breaths as it takes to calm yourself down, and Annabelle, it's probably just stress.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I shouldn't have doubted you. You're always so good at, like, making sure food stays good, and I'm sure the jambalaya was fine. I'm probably just stressed out. Please don't tell my parents.
They don't need to know.
Thank you.
He hands you the mug of milk and sends you back up to your room. And you sit up and take some sips, you do the deep breaths, and you head back to bed. And I think this is a good place to leave it.
Okay, cool.